What is up, guys? My name of course is Carlo and welcome yet to another video, and today something slightly different, very similar to my best VFX and movie making software collection tools. Today we're going to be focusing, shall I say, on the video Copilot collection that I have installed within my After Effects program. So for many of you that are into After Effects and visual effects and CG and all that good stuff, you're going to know who Video Copilot are. But for the people that do not, Video Copilot basically are a software and tutorial company run and owned by Andrew Kramer. So Video Copilot often provide us visual effects artists with some of the best plugins out there on the market, along with some of the best tutorials and free plugins as well. So if you go over to videocopilot.net, have a little scour around their website. Products are quite basic but very, very powerful. Programs like Element 3D, which allow you to place 3D objects within a 2D scene in After Effects. Programs like optical flares, so on and so on. So I am going to be going through my collection of Video Copilot software and bundles that I bought over the years, shall I say, including Element 3D, optical flares and Twitch, so on and so on. So today's date, up to today's date, shall I say, I've got every single plugin and stock footage pack that Video Copilot have ever released, which I'm quite happy about, and yeah, enjoy working with the software and plugins that Video Copilot have provided us, including the Element 3D plugin pack, or plugin model pack, shall I say, JETSTRIKE, so on and so on. So if you've never heard of Video Copilot, not a problem, head over to the website. If you have got After Effects, check them out, have a good read, watch some of the tutorials provided by these guys, and you should hopefully be in the loop. So I'm going to go through them. This is not obviously not a tutorial video. I'm just basically showing you the outline of the software that I have, and that's available for you guys to download and purchase from Video Copilot, whether it's a purchased product or a free plugin. And obviously, if you haven't got programs like Element 3D, I'm going to show you how to basically install this good stuff into your plugins folder, hence using their free plugins like SABER, so on and so on. So yeah, should be a pretty fun video to watch, hopefully. So I have created a new solid in my composition that will allow me to add effects, which all you guys know, you can't add effects without a solid or a layer. So I'm going to come down very swiftly, and I've got my Video Copilot icon down here, or settings tab, shall I say, with all the Video Copilot plugins that I have. Now, if you are new to Video Copilot, obviously, as you know, programs like Element 3D, which I'll open up now, are purchased programs, and I have had quite a few comments, shall I say, asking me, Carlo, I want to install SABER, how do I do it? I don't know where to place the plugin, so on and so on. So I'm going to quickly try and show you that now. Applications. So if you go to your After Effects tab and you go into plugins, when you buy this program in the background, Element 3D, which I'm going to show you in a second, automatically it will provide you with a Video Copilot folder, and from that point on, any any Video Copilot piece of software that you install will be placed in this folder here. And the Element 3D models and packs, shall I say, would be created within your documents folder, and then all your models and model packs and so on will be placed in this folder under documents. Now, if you haven't got Element 3D, then obviously you are not going to have under applications and plugins, shall I say, the Video Copilot folder. But that's not a problem. All you need to do is simply right click within the plugins folder and create one yourself, and then when you install programs like SABER and the free plugins, you can direct the installer to this folder, and then that will give you the icon thing here. If I just close Element 3D for a second, that will give you your Video Copilot icons folder here. So when you come up to effects and go down to the bottom, you'll have a Video Copilot folder, and obviously that will be where programs like SABER, which is free, Glass Eye, which is free, will go to, and that also includes VC Color Vibrance, which is also free as well. So I'm going to jump into Element 3D. And as you can see, basically Element 3D is a 3D modeling program, shall I say. Not like Cinema 4D or Maya. You cannot create 3D models within this program, but you can place 3D models together within this program. When you buy packs from a Video Copilot, hence JETSTRIKE, it'll basically allow you to add 3D models within a 2D space and animate them within After Effects, which is pretty cool. It also gives you the option to, for instance, say you create a program in Cinema 4D, not a program, shall I say, a model. You can texture that model and import that model as an OBJ file directly into Element 3D, so you can also add them models into a scene within After Effects. So as you can see down my right side here, I've got most of the model packs that, or if not all the model packs that Video Copilot has released, which is pretty cool. Programs like JETSTRIKE, let's get rid of that, the Metropolitan pack, both the motion design packs and all their earlier incarnations, shall I say, or packs such as Fresh Food, Casino, Projectile Weapons, which is one of my faves, so on and so on. And this, like I've just said, will allow you to place 3D objects and animate 3D objects within a 2D scene in After Effects, which is pretty goddamn powerful, and something obviously, you know, we wanted for a long time within After Effects, and it's been here for quite some years now, which is great. I've got to update it. I've not done that yet, which I've just noticed there. So obviously I'm hoping that Video Copilot are working on some new model packs, which is cool. There are some rumours of a car pack coming out and a JETSTRIKE 2 pack coming out, but that's neither here nor there. We don't know whether that's happening or not, guys, but hopefully in 2017 or 2018 Video Copilot will be releasing an update to this program and some more very cool model packs that we can play around with. Now the great thing is about Video Copilot, they don't just have programs that are you have to spend money on. They always provide model packs. For instance, Rooftop pack. When you own Element 3D, you can download this pack for free, and you can also download it, which is great, as an OBJ pack, which allows you to use this pack within Cinema 4D as well, which is pretty goddamn cool. Something they don't have to do, but they do, which is fantastic. And obviously all the you know, the models are fully animatable within Element 3D, which is great. And what I was just saying before, where you can't actually create models, but you can actually, you know, place models together in Element 3D to create yourself some very good models and sculptures, so on and so on, to place within a scene. So say for instance I've got this little model here and I want to place it into After Effects. I'll just click OK, and automatically that has given me a 2D look of that model that was in Element 3D, and then it's just a case of creating a new camera and clicking OK with that, going into camera settings, and very briefly you can create stunning sort of 3D models to place within a 2D scene in a video. So very powerful, very effective, and if you are a visual effects artist, something that's very cool to have. So I'd always recommend you guys, if you've got After Effects, to bung over to there and pick up Element 3D from their website. Now obviously I'm going to get a lot of questions. Carlo, can you send me this program over for free? Blah blah blah. Please don't ask that. Please don't ask that. you need to do what I do, save up your money, save up your P's, and basically buy it yourself. So please, no comments in the description below. Carlo, can you send me a free copy of Element 3D over, or can you send me a free copy of Optical Flares over? It's not going to happen. Not because I'm being nasty, it's because basically if I can buy it, so can you. So anyway, we're going to get rid of that gobbledygook, and I'm going to create a new solid so we can have a look at probably the biggest plugin that Video Copilot I've ever done in my eyes, and that is even over Element 3D, which is a plugin called Optical Flares. Optical Flares is basically what it says on the tin in the title. It gives you the ability to add optical flares to your scene within a film to give you that very cool lighting effect, or that sort of you know, Transformers effect within your scene, if that's the wise way of putting it, or the decent way of putting it into that sort of idea. You open up the options panel and it's going to give you full customization over flares. There's no limit what you can do with optical flares. You can do everything from customizations to colors to size to look. You can even create your own presets within this program to create your very own personal optical flares to have within your picture, which is fantastic. And then if you buy the preset packs, preset pack 2, so on and so on, yeah, if you buy these sort of preset packs that Video Copilot have to offer, it's so worth it. It comes with so many pre-built or pre-created optical flares, which have all been created in camera using lighting sources, torches, so on and so on. And once you sort of, you know, open sort of like a preset, you can play around with the settings of that to get yourself the best look for your production. So super powerful, and you know, worth every penny. Really is. I think this plugin's about 130 to 140 pounds. That's UK money, or British money, shall I say. But yeah, it's just insane, and yeah, definitely worth the money. So I'm going to cancel out of that, and I'm just going to delete optical flares. And we also have a hidden plugin. So if I go control space, sorry, set my thing wherever that's gone. FX console is another one that is available for you guys, and I don't think I've set this up yet, but oh, I've just got my spotlight up, bear with me guys. And this is FX console here. So basically FX console is pretty straightforward. It allows you to look for any effects, shall I say, within After Effects that you have, to basically just, you know, add them as many times as you want, really. So if I type in blur, you know, you can, you know, look for the blur settings that you want and just add them over the top of an effect, and it's just a faster and quicker, shall I say, way of adding effects to your composition, which is great. So that is a hidden one, which is cool. So let's just open up effects, and for this next one I need to bring in a picture so you can see what it's all about. If I can find one, let's add this. So I'm going to drop this on, which is a little bit of a fire, and it's a bit of a clue what we're going to be adding to this. So heat distortion. Now this is a cheapy one. This is about 20 quid on Video Copilot website, and it does exactly what it says. If you just see the difference there, it has heat displacement, like we've just seen, within a scene. So if you're creating fire from a jet engine or a burning building, so on and so on, this program or this plugin allows you to give you that you know, that hot heat effect within your comp, which is fantastic. Very cheap to buy. Heat distortion, if you do a lot of creation of fires, so on and so on, is a must-have for your collection. So I'm going to come down to effects again, and we've got glass eye, which I don't really use. This allows you to give you googly eyes, or your characters goggle eyes, shall I say, in your comp. It's a bit of harmless fun, this one, nothing to take too seriously, but still Very, very cool. Next one is SABER. So SABER is a piece of software which allows you to add glows and very fun elements of lighting to your scene. If you want to just check out some tutorials that I've got on SABER, I was going to do a quick example now, but obviously this is just to show you what the plugins are. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. It's fully animatable and animated as you play it back as well. As you can see, it allows you to create, a lot of people use it to create things like lightsabers, glowing text, so on and so on. And you have an awesome array of presets to change to. And this is a freebie, which is absolutely insane. This is a free plugin from Video Copilot, which is just insane. And probably one of the best plugins, free plugins on the market. It's just as simple as that, really. So that is SABER, and that is definitely worth a download in my opinion. So we do have a program called Twitch, so I'm just going to import a file over again, and let's just have a video file this time of me laying on the floor. And this is a future tutorial which I'm not going to talk too much about, but this is for a future tutorial that I'm working on. But I'm just going to use the video now to basically show you roughly what Twitch does. It's what it says in the tin, really. Creates Twitch effects, whether it's using lighting or so on and so on to your scene. So if I just select that layer and go to effects, Video Copilot, and add Twitch to it, I can open up all these settings and I can enable what I want. So if I want light, I can enable that light, and look what happens when I play back. It just gives you a Twitch light effect like that. And then once you've added that effect, you can open up your operator controls, and you can just basically customize this stuff as much as you want. So make it brighter, make it lighter to give you a nice sort of effect. So when we play back, you know, it just gives you a nice, you know, Twitch effect, whether it's using lighting or just movement of the camera or movement of the footage. So Twitch, very cool, and worth the purchase. So a few more to have a look. Video VC, shall I say, color vibrance. Yeah, awesome. I'm going to show you what VC color vibrance does now. So say I use this smoke, for instance, and I've got this smoke here within my scene. I can use VC color vibrance to change the overall tone and color of that smoke, which is fantastic. So I can sort of play around with the overall density, color of the smoke, and this will work in any sort of alpha matte solid that you have. And as you can see, I've gone from a grey to a sort of nice green look, and I can just modify that, add the vibrance, change the colour on the fly. I can make it into like a fiery sort of red colour, so on and so on, and this is all done yeah, on the fly really. So as you can see, I've just added that quick colour vibrance to an element within After Effects. So yeah, that one's a freebie as well, and that I definitely recommend that you pick that up as well. So let's create a new solid, because as you know, we need a solid to create an effect or add an effect to. And not a lot left really, but then we have Shore Target, which allows you to create targets on a scene. I've not really played around with Shore Target. It's quite an old plugin, so I may do something on that in the future. So do bear with me with Shore Target. Something definitely coming in the future with that. So yeah, I mean, Video Copilot have made some of the best plugins basically available. This is Googly Eyes. As you can see there, I'm just going to delete the Shore Target, and I've created an area, and it's basically eyes that you can animate and put over a character. It's just a bit of harmless fun really, quite funny, if you don't mind me saying so. And yeah, it's exactly what it says. It's basically Googly Eyes. Need I say more? So let's just get rid of that, and that's basically it. That's 99% of all the plugins that Video Copilot have to offer. which is fantastic. Let's just pop back over to Element 3D quickly, and I've just got to get rid of this this short target thing. Let's create a new project because I've not played around with short targets. So yeah, let's have a new composition, and we'll just have another quick look at some of the models in JETSTRIKE. Oh, sorry, Element 3D. I always get confused with that. Let's create a new solid, and let's go to effects, and let's go to Element 3D. So Element 3D we saw at the beginning, but we never saw some of the packs I've got. So we're just going to have a quick rundown of some of the packs I've got and a couple of other things under presets. So let's just do the presets first. So I've got 2 packs, which is Pro Shaders and Pro Shaders 2, which basically allow you to add textures to your models, basically. So if I open up, let's have a look of what I've got to give you an example. So let's just get this futuristic building, for instance, for people that don't know. I can get any texture I want from the Pro Shaders pack, drop it on top to create myself some textures, even though that looks absolutely ridiculously shit. Yeah, I could just add textures, play around with them textures, and texturize my models as I see fit. So there's 2 packs within this, both separate, so you can buy Pro Shaders 1 and Pro Shaders 2. You've also got bevels, which is built into Element 3D as well, which is great. Allows you to, you know, create lighting effects, you know, mirrors. You can do anything in this program apart from build models, if that makes sense, or create models like you can in 3ds Max, Cinema 4D, so on and so on. This is more like a placement program, if that makes sense. So yeah, pretty awesome, and very fast and very powerful. So when you actually buy it, you get something what's called the starter pack, which is here. This starter pack will come free with Element 3D, which is great, and it's sort of like a starter pack to get you going within lighting and setting up your models. So if I was to create, for instance, a plane, and I make that plane bigger using these settings down here, just bring my watch up, I can, or down shall I say, I can create some pretty good reflections on this surface for my watch, which there obviously are plenty of tutorials online that you can look up on how to do that, setting up your lighting and so on and so on. I also have some tutorials on my channel as well, where you can check out different lighting environments, but I can sort of place, you know, a let's have a look at a translucent you know, a thing there. Then I can play around with the settings down here. It sounds pretty complicated, but like I've just said, there are tutorials on, you know, I can create a mirror surface here, on YouTube and on my channel as well, and within Video Copilot as well, so you can check them out and study them yourself and learn how to use this program. This video is basically just showing you what Video Copilot software that I have within my After Effects software. So that's basically it, really. If you have this enjoyed this rundown of my Video Copilot software collection, a like rating would definitely be appreciated and loved. Obviously, I've not actually scripted this or rehearsed this, so I'm just doing this on the fly for you guys. But you know, this is a sort of software which is really powerful. Everything Video Copilot has done has been super excellent and super helpful, shall I say. So do go over to the website and check them out. And as always, if you have liked this video, a like rating will definitely be appreciated. Very rough and sort of ready video, but I'm sure you'll understand what it is. And like I've just said, if you have liked this video, a like rating will definitely be appreciated, shall I say. And as always, I'll definitely catch you guys in the next video. Ciao, ciao.